Welcome back to the channel everyone, North47 here with some more PGA Tour 2K21, and today what we're doing is what I want to kind of term as a demonstration slash experiment, I suppose you could almost say, video. And what it is this has come about due to, I've been seeing quite regularly posts, comments, replies to comments, messages as well, people saying about like they're either like constantly pushing the ball, pulling the ball, can't get the tempo, like either fast, slow, very erratic, can't consistently get perfect downswings with their clubs, especially like on the pro or master difficulty. Now you guys over on Xbox, hopefully maybe, now we're all aware that there is still some issues. It seems to be a bit erratic, quite erratic and very inconsistent on Xbox in regards to tempo, but hopefully maybe something in this video might be able to help you out. Maybe it might just spark an idea and something might help you, so make sure to stick around for it. But it's kind of stemming back to what I did in TGC2 for the standard, player and tour clubs, as well as in TGC 2019 with the beginner, pro and player clubs. And that's the fact that no matter what clubs you have, you're going to be able to compete. So you'll see obviously here on screen, I've got two ghost balls that I did earlier. We're going to be playing at Pebble Beach, which I'm sure most of you are aware, this is pretty much my favourite course. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you now what I've set up now for this round, and then I'll get into the other clubs. So if we go into, if it loads up, there we go, into the golf bag. As you can see, I'm sure you're aware by now what clubs I normally use, but for this one, as you'll see, they're all, I don't even know what colour is that, silver, grey, whatever grade clubs. I've completely swapped the whole lot out. These are all the shortest hitting clubs that I could find in the game. So for the driver, we've got the Bridgestone Tour B JGR. For the woods, the 3 and the 5 wood, we've got the Wilson D7. For the irons, we've got Bridgestone Tour B JGR HF2. For the wedges, we've got the Callaway Jaws MD5 Chrome, and for all three, just kept the putter the same because obviously there's no stats connected to the putter. Wedge wise, we've got the 48 degree pitching wedge, 52 degree gap wedge, 56 degree sand wedge, and 60 degree lob wedge. For the other two ghost balls, what I did was, you should see now on screen the stats for those. For the one on the left, which you will see is the longest hitting, as you can see, 295 carry on the driver, 10.5 degree. That is the full purple grade all the way down, and they are again Bridgestone. So driver on the two woods, they're the Tour B JGR, the irons are the Tour B JGR HF2, and the wedges are the Tour B XW1. For the one in the center there that you can see, that is the usual setup that I have, which is all TaylorMade SimMax Gold level. So as you can see, compared to the club, the stats here on the right for the clubs that I'm going to be using in this video, considerable distances. So I am going to be using the shortest hitting clubs that, as I say, I can personally find in the game. There may be others. I was going to use the Wilson D7 driver, but that's just slightly out carrying the Tour B here, so that's why I went with this one. So what I've also done, we'll go back, is I've put turn order on only for the first hole, just so we can see ourselves on screen as to exactly which ones are which on the top left. So you can keep an eye on the scores yourselves and see which one's performing best. After that, then I'll probably actually just do it just for the tee shots, maybe just so we can see. No, actually I'll do it for the full hole, and then we'll turn that off, and I have got the ball trial on just so you can see where the balls are going yourselves as well on screen. I obviously already know the outcome of the other two rounds, but I am going to be doing it on the same. I did the same settings as well for the other two rounds, so I've changed the wind speed to medium and the wind direction to east. I've kept everything else at default, so the greens are going to be soft, green speed is going to be fast, and the fairways are going to be normal. So I'll jump down onto the course and I'll talk to you in just a second.
Hello there, my name is John and I'm glad to have your company.
Alright, here we go. I completely forgot that I had John on because
with
As I'm sure he's aware, I have been plugging away at
Just
career
pop
mode as
this
well,
one
so I
out
have the
there and do the
commentary on for
short
that.
stuff, and then we'll
So we'll just
close
knock
out
him
from
off
there.
real quick. I'm hoping the turn order is still on. They are not going to be going. I can't remember. I'm not sure if the ball trails are all the one colour when we do turn off the turn order, or if they're going to be colour coded depending on the names up in the top right. But let me just turn John off real quick. Completely forgot to turn him off before I start to record. Commentary, bye bye John. I'll have you back later. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Experiment wise, this is the clubs that I'm using now, these short sitting clubs. I have only just been on the driving range and just in my own personal practice facility just to get a feel for them, see roughly what they can do. I have never once been out on any single course in game with any of these clubs, so this is a new one for me now. But seems like we're getting pretty similar winds to what I was getting in the previous ones, ranging between 6 to 8 miles per hour for the medium. Let's take our first tee shot. Bit of a fast off that one. Just got to warm myself up. This is now my first round of the evening, and I think I'm going to be in the rough. And I think I was actually in the rough. So this should be the max distance. Yeah, that's the Bridgestone. And here we should have. I don't know why it's not taking the swing. Actually, I must. I don't know if 2K and HB are aware of that. That's new to me. See, I normally do not have ghost balls on, so that there then is the TaylorMade. Okay, right. So we'll just, as I say, just do this hole, and then we'll be able to see who's who. But it looks like the ball trails are actually all the same. Right. So I've got 93 in. So let me see what a normal shot's gonna do. Right. I've got a sand wedge. I'll do 91. We'll do 104, I think is probably going to be the best. They're coming out with a heavy rough. I am not concerned, to be honest, about score. I'll explain that now when the others are taking their shots. Or when my past self has taken its shot. The reason why I'm not concerned with the score is because once you get on the green, it doesn't matter. It's anybody's game. It's a level playing field there. It's down to how well you can putt. What I want to show... Yeah, I'm taking the animation. That's a weird one. That was the TaylorMade. Yeah, I fluffed that shot. But it's basically, this is to show that it doesn't matter the distance, is that you're gonna be able to compete. You will have longer approaches into the greens, without a doubt. But it's all about managing the course for what you've set yourself up with. Going with max distance on your that's distracting me. No animation, really distracting me. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, if you're perfectly comfortable with setting yourself up with max distance, by all means, go ahead. But if you're not, if you're finding that you're struggling with certain clubs, if you're having trouble with the tempo, just take this real quick. If you're having trouble with the tempo, if you're constantly pushing or pulling, just swap around your clubs. Maybe drop, if you're up on the purple grade or whatever, drop it down to the gold, or drop it down to the silver or grey, whatever. Color grade you want to call it, or even I think there's a blue or sapphire one. Play around with the clubs. That's what I mentioned in the other video, getting to know your clubs. Choose the clubs that are right for you. So let me just really quickly, actually, before I do forget, turn the turn order off. I should have looked at this one first. Display and HUD. Should have done this before setting up as well. Gotten used to it. Turn order. This is going back to be like in that video, getting to know your clubs. Where the flipping hell's turn order? I might just edit this out real quick. Another fail from me. See, that goes to show you I never add ghost balls. Audio difficulty? No, it wouldn't be in difficulty. I'm a moron. I'm a fucking moron. Right, there we go. I've edited out most of that just to cut down time on the video. Right, anyway, let's get back into it. There we go. Right, there's fast off the tee for me again, but it doesn't really matter. We have the shortest hitting clubs. Where did the other two end up? So we got 287 off the driver. Right, there's the other two. Let's see how they end up on the green. Or did we get to the green? I can't remember who. I think they're on the left. I think that was the TaylorMade. And just coming up shy there, I think that was actually the Bridgestone, if I remember correct. I cannot remember. But both of those are on even at the moment. We've got 235 in Our 3 wood is going to go to 16, so let's see how far that can get. Alright, got a perfect off that. And we've still managed to get on the green. And actually quite a lot closer than I think that was the Bridgestone. Oh, I overhit that one a little bit. Right, so yeah, I think that was the Bridgestone. Bridgestone should be the orange colour. So we're 2 under at the moment now on the shortest hitting clubs. Got a 1-shot lead. I eagled. That was actually, yeah, that was the Bridgestone. I got an eagle there. I'm pretty sure it was. Right, so how did we end up here? I know the Bridgestone went into the bunker. So there's the Bridgestone over there. Just trickled off into the bunker. Right, let's see how we can get on. But yeah, I can't believe... Oh, got a fast again. But yeah, I can't believe that bit of a fail. The ghost show, I never add ghost balls normally to my rounds. So just apologies for that little hiccup. I always like to throw in something in the videos. Right, so there's the Bridgestone coming in on the right. TaylorMade should be coming in from the left. Bridgestone into the bunker. TaylorMade made it onto the green nice and close. So we're left at 132, playing 133, call it 138, 139. So if we bump that up to the 8 iron, let's put a little bit of loft and attack angle on it. Hopefully that'll just be nice. The greens are soft. Got it perfect. Looks like it's coming around pretty nice. If we can sit pretty quick. Ooh, pretty much not too far off where the TaylorMade is. Pretty similar distance. TaylorMade is in. Whoop. Thumb slipped off the stick there. And we move the shortest hitting clubs to 3 under par. Bridgestone has made a par there. I'm pretty sure anyway. I'll know exactly on a certain hole. I will know exactly which one is which anyway. By a certain score. Well, hole number 4, right, there we go. I don't know which one is which. We'll just look out for whichever one has gone the longest distance. That should be TaylorMade in the fairway, I'm pretty sure. No, was that TaylorMade? I can't, yeah, I think it was Bridgestone went into the bunker. I pulled the ball. If I remember correct. But I mean, as you can see, I'm holding my ground now against the longer hitting clubs. Exact same conditions, wind is pretty much exactly the same. So we're left with 58, playing about 61. So I don't think we really need to change anything at all. Just put a little touch of D-loft on this, just we're on a slight upslope. Oh, I got a slow on it. It'll be on the green, but it's going to be a little bit of a lengthy putt maybe, unless I can get a roll. Nope. Alright, that's someone who's gone in there. I think again that was the TaylorMade. I'm getting confused. Gonna have to just keep an eye. Oh, I pulled that. Oh, I saw that one. I felt it actually before I saw it, but yeah, I did. I pulled that one horribly. Alright, so we're 3 under through 4. Again, on the shortest hitting clubs. Holding steady. Already got a 1-shot advantage over one of them. Hole number 5, par 3. Right, that should be the Bridgestone that you just saw pulling off there for a fade. I did fade that one in, so whichever one's coming from the left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the Bridgestone that is there, if I remember correct, with the TaylorMade. Just because of the clubs that I had to come off over this way. So we're going to play 190, 198, or 188 should I say. We're going to try the 5 wood. And we're going to do a heavy fade on this as well. Similar to the Bridgestone. Alright, got it. Is it going to come around enough? Hopefully it can catch that slope. It's going to be a lengthy putt. Usually always is. I always end up in this general area on this green at that pin location. So I'm not going to be honest, mess around just trying to figure out which score is which. Just missed both of them. We'll just carry on and I'll know exactly which is which then once we get to the turn and start heading onto the back nine. Ooh, just about. That was a horrible, horrible push. So obviously all three are on master swing as well. The only times that I play pro swing now is there's just two societies at the moment that I'm in which are locked to pro, and they are early 1981's World of Golf and Birdies and Beagles. Otherwise every casual round, society round, whatever, is all master swing. And like my timing window here on this driver is a hell of a lot more forgiving than it was with the purple grade Bridgestone. The exact same driver and a much more narrow timing window. So we might get up here in two. Oh, maybe not. Kind of pushed off a little bit right, I think. Might be just escaping with the light rough. Did get on the green, I'm pretty sure. No, chipping on with one of them. Didn't get an eagle with either. Right, we have a pitch. What's the flop? Let me see the splash. Yeah, I think pitching wide splash shot. Don't know what way I said that there, but you know what I mean. Alright, bit of a slow, but it should get a little bit of a run and leave us a decent look at a birdie. So that's why I'm not really too concerned, to be honest, about the score, because as I say, I could well have missed on any one of them, because putting is exactly the same across the board on all putters. No single putter is different. Right, 120, playing about 111, 116. I want to call it near enough 118. That's the only thing now with these clubs that I have, because they're all short, and there's a considerable gap that I have here between the pitching wedge and the 9-iron. So I'm going to have to put a bit of D-loft on this. Maybe just change the attack angle as well, just to counter that, put it a bit more up into the air. Wind is actually trying to die off a little bit. Got it perfect. This might go long, but hopefully we can spin it back a little bit. Oh, no, that's going to be nice, and that's actually going to sit nice and quick. But this is the thing that I'm trying to say is, and which is what I was, just about crept that in, which is what I was trying to get the stress very much so in that other video, is that picking the clubs that are right for you. It doesn't matter. You do not have to go maximum distance with minimum forgiveness. You can have the shortest hitting clubs. Yeah, I was going to take 3 wood. Like, I mean, there again, like, I mean, look at that. That's 39 or 49, 39. I can't count this, mate. But like 216 carry on the 3 wood, then jumping up to 265 on the driver. Yeah, I can't count for some reason. Was that 49? Yard difference anyway in carry. But I mean, I don't need to take the driver off the tee on every hole. And like, this is a good course for showing as well, because there's good elevation changes. And we really do need to think about some shots. I think it was the TaylorMade I went off the green to the left here. That should, actually no, I think that was the TaylorMade came in off the rough there. But 192, 180 or 17, yeah, 185. So we'll take that back down to the 179 4-iron. So again, I say I have a longer approach in, but I can work with that. That felt a little bit slow, actually. My thumb came off a little bit quick, but this should get a decent bounce. It's probably going to be a bit more of a lengthy putt, depending on how it goes. So a bit of a mid to long putt. Neither of those dropped in. Right, let's see if we can drop this in. I had to concentrate as well. When I had the Bridgestone on, I had to really concentrate to get as many perfect downswings as possible. So par on all 3 here. But I mean, like, I'm sure you are all well aware at the moment by now that I do not intentionally play for the red fast on any shot, off the tee, on approach shots, nothing at all. The only time that I suppose you could say I technically do is because I'm expecting it anyway, is just the splash shot. which once I start, oh, that's pulling a bit left, kick right. Oh, just creeps it back out into the fairway. But yeah, once I start adjusting the distance of the shot, choking back a little bit or adjusting the loft around like that, 99% of the time I'm hitting a fast on that. So I expect that, so I play for that. But that's the only time that I genuinely am expecting a red fast. Right, 220, playing about 216, pull it back up to 220. Right, we're going to loft this and change the attack angle. I hope I'm doing this the right way around this evening. Alright, we got it perfect. Could have put a little bit of draw on that actually, to be honest, because that's going to feed off to the right. Leave us with a bit of a lengthy uphill. Right to left it should be as well. I think 2.5 maybe. Someone went in there, I think. Can't remember which. Did I underhit that? I think I did. It was tracking around. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a hang up now between shots. There we go. Again, no, it seems like, oh, now wait, what hole are we on? We're on the 9th. Right. So that is the TaylorMade. Let's have a little look at the scorecard just so I can see which is which. Can't remember who was on what score there. So I think that should be number 3. Let's just, we're just going to the tee. We're just going to look at the scorecard real quick, just so we know who was who got the bogey. So yeah, bottom at 3 under. So purple is the TaylorMade, gold is the Bridgestone. Right, we do have it the right way around. Okay. Off we go, off the tee. So well, we're in between the two. I say the TaylorMade are the ones that I use all the time. That is my go-to club set. And then the longest hitting clubs at the moment are just behind, are one shot behind us now. So shortest hitting clubs are at the moment outperforming longest hitting. But as again, it's because of the forgiveness. 176, playing about 174. Going to 179 there on the 4-iron. I think we should get a decent rollout with the 5-iron. We are on a good downhill side slope as well, so I'm actually going to take a little bit off that one. But as you can see, like, I mean, I'm just having to take a little bit longer approach, just sort of change my strategy a little bit. I know that I'm not going to be firing and throwing darts at every single pin. It is possible to get them nice and close, but oh my god, that is one of the worst pushes I have ever had on a putt. But it's going to show. I mean, we're keeping up with them. It's the same tee. We're playing off the same tee. It's the exact same conditions. The wind is off by maybe just a mile or so, a mile per hour or so here and there. But I mean, like, there we go. Both Bridgestone. Well, sorry, the max distance Bridgestone and all these shortest hitting clubs are keeping up with each other. TaylorMade, my usual gold level clubs, are taking up the rear position at 1 stroke behind. I mean, decent distance as well. Shame now the balls just don't stay in, but I'm coming up considerably short. Not overly short, but considerably short enough anyway. I think that was the Bridgestone actually there came up short. 104, 108. Playing it back to about 104. Just take a little touch off. Just for that wind. I underhit that. We are coming up short on this as well, I think. Unless, no, we're carrying a little bit. And that's sat nicely actually. It's only left us about 10 feet. So, oh, both in. Nice little chip in. Alright. Oh, did I give it enough? Oh, just slipped it out. Just slipped it out, okay. So we're dropping back. But we have not dropped a shot. Yeah, that is the main thing. So I'm 5 under through 11 holes. I'm not gonna complain about that at all. Or was that a bird? Wait, what? No, 5 under. Yeah, sorry, it swapped around there on the leaderboard. Confused me there for a second. Right, hole number 12, par 3, 209. Gonna be playing about 201. Right, what have we got? We've got a 198 here. I am certainly gonna just pull back a little bit on that for the hop and the roll. Pull back on the attack angle. Get it to sit a little bit quicker. This is actually, I'm doing this the wrong way because that is actually a 5 wood. I'm used to it being an iron. So we will do that, and then we'll do that. Take some yardage off. Now again, it's probably going to leave me with a bit of a lengthy putt, but it should be on. Greens are soft, so hopefully it doesn't go too far. And that's a decent approach. That is a decent approach into the green. Tricky putt though. There's a good lie here, or a good slope, should I say. Just missed with whatever that one was. I think that was tailor-made. Good break on it. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. Oh, we're dropping a shot. Oh, we're dropping a shot. But as I say, anyway, I'm not concerned about the score because it's once you get on the green, it's, as I say, it's a level playing field. I mean, I did get a bogey with the TaylorMade, and you'll see the outcome of that at the moment. So I mean, we're not out of the running yet. Only one shot behind the Bridgestone, 2 shots I think it is then behind the TaylorMade. No, sorry, the other way around. 150, 154. So this 7-iron, a little bit of loft, a little bit of attack angle. Hopefully can sit pretty quick. That was, yeah, that was definitely a slow. That was me. My thumb came off the stick. Alright, we've got 82% light. We should be alright with this. Kind of get a little roll out. Right, so we can still escape with a par here. And I mean, another thing as well, like, I mean, if you have, say, a lengthy par 4 and you've got a headwind, just because you might be hitting shorter length clubs, yet you might not get on in regulation, you might be just scrambling for a par on that one. People using the longer hitting clubs are not guaranteed to be getting a birdie just because they might be able to just barely scrape onto the green. They could still misjudge the wind slightly and beyond the green, but have quite a tricky putt ahead of them, and still end up walking away with par, possibly even bogey. Alright, let's see if we can flop this one over here. 36. Yeah, I think that should be alright. We'll pull it back to about here. Maybe just up another yard. Oh, a little fast, Come on, sit quick. Alright, I usually end up in this general area. Whether or not I make the putt is another story. Oh, I thought that was going to go a little bit straighter. But we're getting the opportunities. As I say, this is actually my first time out with all these clubs, so apart from the putter. But again, that doesn't matter. Right, let's see if we can make a little bit of ground up on these, because we are kind of starting to slip off a little bit. But again, as I have said already a few times, not worried about the score. Just I'm getting the point across, just showing you that you can still get there, you can compete. It's all down to putting. Then it's still a fair game there. 80 in, so lob wedge with some loft on it, bit of attack angle, get it to sit a little bit quicker because we are on a down slope. Actually, no. Reset that. Just do the attack angle. There we go. There's a good shot. Now, hoping that comes back. Not as much. I should have done a little bit of loft on that. So again, I'm not playing as best as what I could be here, but oh, burned it. Burned it. There we go. Alright, we're in for a par. Right, so that's all 15. Right, so we've got 3 holes left to play. Let's see if we can get a couple of birdies back on the scorecard. We're going to be finishing off with a par 5. Highly doubt we're going to get an eagle on there, but again, it's not, the score is not the point of this video. So I think I ran out of fairway on both of those there. No, one of them was in the fairway. I think, yeah, that was the TaylorMade. Obviously it's the mid-range, right? 110, 108. Gap wedge or pitching wedge. I think we'll go with pitching wedge, just take a bit off it. Get it to sit a little bit quicker. Is the wind going to take that around nicely? It looks like it's tracking pretty well. No, sit down for me. And come back a little. Oh, it's going to sit. Going to sit. But it's a pretty makeable putt. That should drop. There we go. Alright, finally got another birdie on the scorecard. I mean, once you've gotten a feel for your clubs, no problem at all competing. Again, this is my very, very first time out with these clubs, so I have not got a proper feel for them yet. 189. Yeah, we're going to have to play the 5 wood in again. I'm going to pull back to about here. Actually, there was one of them, I think it was the TaylorMade that hit the pin here. Ooh, a little fast. A little fast. So it's up and down for a par. That was my fault though. I was just a little bit too what's the word for it? A little bit too eager to get that shot off. Oh, 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 oh! What a hole out from the bunker. That was the first time, it's not often I get those perfects. Once I start adjusting loft attack angle the whole lot. I want to do a replay, I keep forgetting to turn that off. We'll have a little look at it anyway, sure we might as well. Like, I mean, we're 5 shots off the other. But again, I'm not putting overly well, I'm not going into try hard mode to compete around like that. I'm demonstrating that I can keep up, we can get these shots on the green. And go head to head with the longer hitting clubs. Oh, I think we're going into the Pacific here. No, we might be alright. Down the left side, trickles into the rough. Okay, that was a bad tee shot there for me. Can we get risky with the 3 wood? 93%. Alright, we're gonna take a big gamble here. Why not? Oh shit! Unintentional. Unintentional. It's not getting on either way. Anyway, we're going to be here, so we're going to pick. We should hopefully escape with a birdie here, regardless. It is a par 5. Did I get any? Oh, one of these got an eagle. Yeah, the Bridgestone got an eagle. That's the TaylorMade there. So Bridgestone has already finished the round at 12 under. Where's my splash shot? There we go. 90% get there, or 19-yard carry get there. We'll do it 23. We'll pull it back to there. Oh, 82%. That's actually alright, that's not bad. So, Bridgestone, maximum distance, finished at 12 under par. We should get the scorecard actually coming up here. TaylorMade, the True Sim, gold level, full set throughout the whole bag. That finished at 11 under par. And again, as I say, wasn't really too pushed about what I shot. But the shortest hitting clubs, yeah, it was a 7 under. I did miss a few putts that I could well have made where I properly trying, but I mean, there you go. That goes to show, like, we were getting those shots on the green. We were giving ourselves plenty of opportunities to make those birdies, and we were more than able to compete with the mid-range, longer hitting clubs being the TaylorMade, and the maximum distance. So I mean, like 295 carry off the driver, which I mean, you have to be extremely precise, especially on the master swing, I find anyway. With all those clubs, you really have to be concentrating on every single shot. I could be a lot more relaxed with the clubs that were used there in this round. So all these shortest hitting clubs, the Callaways and stuff. I'm comfortably relaxed with the TaylorMade, the gold tier clubs that I use on a regular basis. I'm comfortably relaxed with those. But as I say, with the purple level, the maximum distance, just really having to focus on them. But I mean, that's the joy of the game, is you don't have to be restricted to a single club throughout the whole bag. You can mix and match like I did this round here on these shorter hitting clubs. So you could have some shorter hitting, you could take a driver off the tee that's maybe slightly shorter hitting, so maybe somewhere in the region of about 260 to 265, 275 or something like that. But then maybe have some irons or some maybe mid-range irons off the tee, and then have some longer hitting wedges, which are going to be generally your easiest to control, because you're going to have a much wider timing window, and the forgiveness is, even though they're the longer hitting, you're still going to have a good decent amount of forgiveness on them. So you can mix and match your club and find out exactly what suits you best to be able to get around the course. But I mean, I'm happy enough with that first time out with those shortest hitting clubs and shooting a 7 under par, not being too pushed about my score. And for the most part, for the front 9 being 1 shot ahead of the longest hitting clubs and 2 shots ahead of the clubs that I use on a regular basis, I am more than happy with that. Yeah, I did drop off a little bit, picked up that bogey on 12, but I mean, the TaylorMade picked up a bogey on 9, a bogey free with the Bridgestone. I mean, it was a solid round with the Bridgestone that I had, and then finishing out with the Eagle as well. But the longest hitting clubs have their advantages, but they have their disadvantages. The mid-range clubs, they have advantages and disadvantages. They're well balanced. Shortest hitting clubs, they have their advantages, and they also have their disadvantages. If you managed to make it this far in the video, I hope you'd enjoy it. I hope you also found it useful. If you did, make sure to drop it a like. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit subscribe. I shall talk to you all in the next one. Until then, take care, have yourselves a good one, and bye for now.